timeless charm of a classic motorcycle meets modern engineering in a way that only Kawasaki can deliver. The 2025 Kawasaki W800 Classic is here, and it continues to carry the legacy of a bike that first made waves more than half a century ago. But this isn't just about nostalgia. It's about craftsmanship, character, and performance wrapped into a machine that feels as good to ride as it looks to admire. Whether you're a seasoned rider looking to connect with your roots, or a new enthusiast who appreciates simplicity with style, the W800 Classic has something special to offer. As we approach the bike from the front, you're immediately greeted by that signature round headlamp, now equipped with an LED unit that manages to maintain the vintage aesthetic while ensuring you're well lit in any riding condition. The chrome surrounding bezel reflects the bike's throwback identity, and it sits between a pair of conventional telescopic forks, which are subtly beefed up for better handling. Kawasaki doesn't go overboard with aggressive styling here. Instead, the W800 Classic relies on clean lines and minimalist design. The fenders are polished metal, giving the front end a gleaming, vintage glow that screams sophistication. There are no sharp edges, no excessive graphics, just tasteful branding and an upright, dignified stance that looks like it rolled out of a different era in the best possible way. As your eyes move along the side profile of the bike, it becomes clear why this motorcycle earns the classic in its name. The fuel tank, finished in a deep, lustrous paint with gold pinstriping, curves elegantly without being bulky. There's a delicate balance between form and function here. The tank offers enough volume for longer rides while staying narrow enough to complement the slim silhouette of the W800. The parallel twin engine is prominently displayed, with its polished cooling fins and distinctive bevel gear-driven camshaft drawing attention without shouting for it. The engine cases are rounded and chromed, helping complete the look. You'll notice wire spoke wheels wrapped in relatively narrow tires, just like old-school bikes, offering a pure riding feel. The side covers are simple and elegantly contoured, and the seat is flat, long, and generously padded. It invites both rider and passenger to settle in for a relaxed cruise. The chrome exhaust pipes bend gently from the cylinders and sweep back in a classic megaphone shape, glistening under daylight and adding to the overall symmetry of the motorcycle's profile. Swing around to the rear and the W800 Classic continues to deliver the nostalgic charm. The rear fender, finished in gleaming metal, arcs perfectly above the tire. It supports a traditional round taillight flanked by bullet-style indicators, a nod to the original W series bikes of the 1960s. Everything from the rear shocks to the grab rails is finished with care and simplicity. Nothing looks out of place, and that's exactly the point. It's a clean design that hasn't been overly modernized or overstyled. It remains true to the vision Kawasaki had for this series, a bike that feels like history repeating itself in the best way possible. Hop on the W800 Classic and the interior, or more accurately the cockpit, continues the theme of analog authenticity. You get dual round gauges, one for speed, one for RPM, each surrounded by chrome and offering an easy-to-read, retro-styled font. There's a small digital readout embedded for odometer and trip functions, but it's subtle and doesn't distract from the vintage layout. The handlebars are wide and upright, giving you a commanding yet relaxed grip. The switchgear is conventional, solid, and tactile. Kawasaki avoids any unnecessary tech clutter and OTFT screens. No touch controls, no ride modes, just the essentials, placed right where they need to be. The mirrors are chrome and round, perfectly in line with the rest of the design language. The seat, as mentioned earlier, offers plush comfort and is designed for long-haul cruising without fatigue. Everything you touch, from the grips to the clutch and brake levers, has a mechanical honesty to it, reminding you of a time when motorcycles were more about feel and less about filters. Beneath the retro skin, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 Classic is surprisingly refined. At the heart of the bike is a 773cc air-cooled parallel twin engine, delivering around 47 horsepower and 46 Nm of torque. Now, those numbers might not blow you away in an era dominated by leader bikes and high-performance twins, but that's not the point here. What the W800 offers is a smooth, predictable power delivery that's incredibly satisfying for everyday riding. The throttle response is crisp, the torque kicks in early, and there's enough grunt to comfortably cruise at highway speeds. What really sets the engine apart is the unique feel delivered by the bevel gear-driven camshaft. It adds a subtle mechanical texture to the ride that's missing in many modern bikes. The 5-speed gearbox shifts with a solid click, and the clutch action is light and progressive. You won't find quick shifters or slipper clutches here. Again, this bike is all about the fundamentals done right. The frame is a steel double cradle design, providing a sturdy and responsive ride. The front suspension is a 41mm telescopic fork, while the rear features dual shock absorbers with adjustable preload. The ride quality is plush but not sloppy. It soaks up city bumps and country roads alike, giving you a relaxed and confident experience whether you're commuting or taking the scenic route. Braking is handled by a single 320mm disc at the front with a 2-piston caliper, and a 270mm disc at the rear, are both supported by ABS. It's not race spec, but it's more than adequate for the bike's weight and purpose. You get just enough braking performance to stay in control without feeling too grabby or abrupt. In terms of pricing, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 Classic comes in at around $9,999, depending on regional fees and dealer markups. That places it in an interesting niche, not quite entry-level, but far more affordable than high-end retro-styled offerings from other brands. For the price, you're getting a truly unique combination of timeless design, solid performance, and genuine character. This isn't just a bike to ride, it's a bike to be seen with, to park and admire, to share stories about. And given the level of craftsmanship, it's a machine that feels like it could be with you for decades. Ultimately, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 Classic is not chasing trends. It's not trying to be the fastest, most advanced, or most aggressive bike in its class. What it does offer is something far more rare: authenticity. It's a motorcycle that knows exactly what it is and makes no apologies for it. Every detail, from the chrome fenders to the mechanical heartbeats of the twin engine, is a love letter to motorcycling's golden age. But make no mistake, this is no museum piece. It's a fully capable, enjoyable modern motorcycle that just happens to look and feel like it came from a more romantic era. Whether you're a longtime fan of the W series or you're discovering it for the first time, the 2025 W800 Classic invites you to slow down, breathe in the ride, and remember why you fell in love with two wheels in the first place. Thanks for joining us for this in-depth look at the 2025 Kawasaki W800 Classic. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future reviews, comparisons, and all things motorcycles. Let us know in the comments, is the W800 Classic the perfect blend of past and present? Would you ride one? Or do you prefer more modern tech? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.